Hello and welcome to another edition of FBL News. I'm your host, Brian, and we have some outrageous stories for you coming up. We have a house pet, a type of house pet that's getting laid off from their jobs. We have a streamer that got banned for being offensive yet again. We have a desert city that got laid out by a flash flood, a desert city, flash flood, unbelievable. And we also have a famous old woman, author, that is potentially getting charged with murder. I know, it's unbelievable. Total ridiculousness. You'd think my name is Rob Deirdrick, but it's Brian, and we just have crazy news stories because that's the world we live in. And we'll be doing our silly jokes on top, and of course, random trivia generator. That's right, we are going to do a random piece of trivia, and if I get it wrong, I will be twerking live on stream. You'll see my booty shaking back there as I learn to twerk. Messed up the whole situation. Like, casinos were like flooded with water. There's water coming down the ceiling, the whole shebang. And I've been to Vegas. I like me some gambling. You know, I've played a bunch of Texas Hold'em. But this right here, it takes losing on the river to a whole new level, okay? I mean, like, you know, there's been times where you like your position and, you know, all of a sudden you just get flushed out. Like, oh man, this is getting flushed out for real, for real. Apparently the Hard Rock Hotel actually had it the worst out of all of the places in Vegas. That's because at the time they were hosting a porn expo that had a squirting competition. So a little extra wet and wild over there at the Hard Rock compared to some of the other casinos. Author wanted for killing a poacher. That's right, Delia Owens, the author of Where the Crawdads Sing. The whole Owens gang there is wanted for questioning in a 1995 killing in Zambia of a poacher. And, you know, it's a good thing that this warrant for questioning and potentially their arrest, you know, it doesn't stop an older female author from getting canceled. You know, sure, she's got this murder thing going on, but hey, as long as she doesn't tweet about pronouns, she's chilling. You know what I mean? I think of this and I'm like, dang, JK must be pissed. She's probably sitting there and be like, this bitch killed somebody and she's still making sales. Personally, I don't think she did it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with the fact that her and her husband and her son fled the country after a documentary came out that insinuated they killed this poacher. You know, and I don't think it means anything that there's video evidence of the poacher being executed by a gun on their property. I think, you know, what that doesn't mean anything, right? And you know, it's you know, the husband, sure, he sent letters to his neighbors bragging about killing poachers, but that's you know, that's whatever. That was a different time. You know, it's clearly not related to this situation at all. You know, because I mean, the Owens, they're you know, successful conservationists. She's a rock star author at this point. I mean, rich and powerful people, they don't do bad things. They're not bad guys, right? Like, you know, it should be fine. That's right. Office cats laid off as firms close. Tech companies in Silicon Valley closing because they're out of funding or because they don't need the office anymore. Everyone works from home, so they also don't need an office cat. One manager of one of these firms actually reported that when telling their office cat that she was laid off, Luna was shocked. And all that she could say was, meow? Yeah, I'm sorry for that one. That was really bad. But in all seriousness, the cats, you know, they're used to being celebrities and rock stars in these offices. And, you know, they want to maintain that status. So what are they turning to for their new career? That's right, social media stardom. And for a lot of the cats, it shouldn't be that difficult. All they'll need is a cell phone held by a lonely woman. Recently, a man made history by pushing a peanut up Pikes Peak using only his nose. He's actually the first person to do it in the 21st century. It took him 6 days to complete the journey. It's funny, the very first time this challenge was ever completed was in 1929. It actually took 20 days. It took 3 weeks. And the reason the whole thing happened was a $500 bet, which is actually $9,000 in today's money. And that all kind of makes sense to me, right? Like, you got some rich, you know, oil tycoon guy being like, oh, I need to be entertained because there's no, you know, Twitter or whatever, right? There's no Netflix. So he pays some commoner to do this ridiculous challenge. The commoner accepts. You know, they're getting 9 G's, so they're down. I just want to know, because there's no video back then, right? It's 1929. How did they prove that the person completed the challenge? Because the rich guy ain't out there making sure he's pushing it with his nose, right? Like, what schmuck was the referee being like, up, don't use your fingers, Charlie, it's nose only. And because they're out there for the whole 3 weeks too, you know? I don't know, that dude better be getting 9K as well, otherwise that gig sucks worse than the peanut pushing. Unilever, the parent company of Klondike, said demand across the portfolio of all their products was just too high and they couldn't make time for the Choco Taco anymore, so they are discontinuing it. And honestly, Unilever saying that they're too busy to let people eat the taco, I get it. It sounds a lot like my ex-girlfriend. I've heard that song and dance before. It's like, okay, fine, you know, it's you, not me, whatever, but okay. And but there was a huge outcry on social media. People being very upset that Choco Taco is going away. And Klondike, the brand that's closer to the actual product, did eventually step in and said that they're discussing steps on bringing the Choco Taco back. Rumors have it that one of the steps that they're considering is wiping back to front. Today is National Raspberry and Cream Day. The raspberry is the most delicate berry because of its hollow center. It's hollow inside, which is kind of weird because people that are hollow inside are not snowflakes. You know what I mean? Like, if you were to make fun of the raspberry and be like, you're covered in zits, Razzie. You know, is the berry really gonna flip out like a snowflake? No, it's gonna stand there like Eeyore and just be sad and depressed and wish it had more pills or something. You know, like it's not delicate. What are you talking about? That is our news for today. So of course we have to do our random trivia generator. Which villain broke Batman's back? Easy clappers. This is in oh my God, Frank Miller's Batman. I think it's The Dark Knight is when it happens. It's motherfucking Bane, y'all. He's sucking the drugs through his grill mask and everything. It's definitely Bane. Oh, let's go, dude. Not even sweating the twerk. No, I knew it without looking. Don't be commenting that I cheated. But if you think I cheated, which I didn't, I knew it. I worked at a comic book store. I'll do this for you. Ready? There you go. There's a little tease. There's a little tease of some booty shaking. Because I know I've been on a hot streak getting the questions right. Anyone tuning into the show is being like, dang, when's this guy going to actually shake his booty? There you go. You got a little tease. If you want more information about the food holiday, which we talked about before, go to fullbellylaughs.com /food holidays, where there is funny articles and videos about every single food holiday for the year, 366 of them. I made them all myself, so please check them out. I worked hard on it, so I hope you appreciate it. All right, let's see what y'all got to do. Let's see what y'all got to do as your viewer challenge, since I got the question right. Oh, there you go. Smash that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Invite? I'm down to try invite. There you go! Oh my God, Jay getting it. And on the 69th guest, dudes, let's go.